All right, Billy. In a previous life, this would have been the absolute, frantic pace recruiting week right before what would be National Signing Day. Now things have changed a little bit, and if you look at LSU's class, I'm looking at 9 early enrollees, who are already here, and I've got 11 signed letters of intent. That's 20, and then on y'all's side, I've got 2 commitments in Savion Jones and Chemo Macanioli. Where are we with the last remaining few spots in this class? Are they expected to be filled quickly? Do we have names?
I think the one thing to know right off the bat is LSU monitoring the transfer portal. I think they want to have a spot, maybe 2, but I would think for sure a spot in the transfer portal to bring in somebody at a position of need. So I would say you are kind of working with 2 spots unless things go kind of perfectly down the stretch here for some of their top targets. As far as the high school guys, I think Brian Thomas Jr. Out of Walker, Louisiana, is the one to watch. He's top 100 overall prospect. It seems like LSU, A&M, Bama are the 3 to watch there. There's been some quiet confidence that LSU might be picking up steam, so we'll monitor him. He's kind of that big red zone type of threat that they could add to this really talented group of receivers that they've got in this class already, and he would kind of be just kind of a cherry on top to an already strong receiver class. So then you look at cornerback Dante Balfour. He's really been an up-and-coming prospect after his senior year. Auburn and North Carolina and LSU are the 3 that are in his final 3 before his announcement. And so those are 2 right off the bat that I think stand out to me the most. We'll kind of keep an eye on maybe something shakes out of the tree here for LSU and they're able to, pull a rabbit out of their hat and add somebody late. But Jordan Moko, the big offensive tackle from Australia, who's the top junior college offensive tackle, it seems like he's going to drag things out a little bit. He's still in Australia. He hasn't been able to take visits. So that's kind of an issue for him right now. But we'll kind of see maybe somebody's done a job where they're able to, convince him to go ahead and sign and just, kind of go with the flow in this weird year of recruiting.
Hey, Billy, last one for me. I know you have to go here in a bit. When you look at LSU in the future, and we start talking about classes down the road, and they've had a couple of decommitments over the last couple of weeks. That's not that crazy considering how far you are from signing day. But I want to know kind of what's the momentum right now for LSU, because we know what happened in 2019. We know what this class just was. They finished the season strongly. They're still looking for their defense coordinator. Something probably going to come there this week with that. But what's kind of the buzz in LSU? Did they gain back some momentum in recruiting with the way they finished the season?
I tend to think so. And I think, one, you look at Malik Neighbors, one of the top receivers in the country, jumping on board late. They still have Savion Jones committed, who's one of the top defensive linemen. Chemo Macanioli, they flipped out of the state of Florida where he committed to Florida State. And now in 2022, you're starting to see some dominoes start to fall for them. They landed 3 elite corners to start off the year. LaTerrence Welch, right out of Acadiana High, Darian Rhyme out of Georgia, and then Marcus Scott out of the Houston area. And so they had a couple guys fall off from Kamari Rogers and Shone Washington, but, I think they've really started to get rolling in 2022. And I don't think, no disrespect to those guys, I think they have some really quality guys in Louisiana. They have some quality guys nationally at both, defensive back and defensive line that they're on really hard. And they have a chance to really clean up in Louisiana in 2022. You're starting to kind of see some momentum. The big offensive tackle out of Neville, Will Campbell, announces his college choice this weekend. That would, if he jumped on board, that'd give you the top 2 prospects in Louisiana, and him and Walker Howard. So they've got a lot of momentum, and I think whoever they hire as defensive coordinator, I think it's going to be somebody that is an upgrade over Bo Pelini. We'll see who they fill out the staff with, and if all goes well, look, they should be improved in 2021. You would think, both defensively and potentially record-wise.
All right, he is Billy Embody. You can follow his work at go247.com. Billy, we always appreciate it, my man.
Anytime, guys. Thanks for having me.